Billionaires compilation number 86 till 90. We're almost done with the 100, the first batch 100. And I'm feeling good about this because I've noticed some patterns. I will review it, then note the patterns succinctly. Note the patterns properly. On the man on the screen is CHO JHUNJHUWALA. Number 86, we have Michael DORREL, properly dressed in a suit, looking nice. I need a suit too. Main source of income, Stone Peak, classic 2 and 20-year. That's what I call them. Maybe I need to get a better name for them. And he's a classic 2 and 20-year man. Good. Next, let me explain it. He raises capital, buys company, improve. But I don't really look at that. I just look at the fact that his main skill is to raise billions, raise a lot of money, then charge fees on that. Good. Next, and I realize now is that is what banks do. They don't actually raise money, but they attract money to their bank, a lot of money, then they charge fees on that. That is very, very lucrative. Next, we have REKHA JHUNJHUWALA. REKHA JHUNJHUWALA main source of income is stock markets and stock market investments, right? So she inherited, but nobody cares about that. Bought shares early, held for decades. The Justin Bieber method. The Justin Bieber method, but on the corporate level, on businesses. Buy shares earlier of a promising company, then hold for decades, then collect dividends. High conviction bets only. High conviction bets only. Bets that you would say, I'm gonna hold this forever. I'm gonna hold it forever, for life. I'm buying this, taking a risk on this, and I believe in this with my whole heart. That's the type of conviction her husband had. That's the type of conviction that this method works on. Investing in something so much that, and you hold it for decades. It doesn't have to be the only thing, but the main thing. Number 88, CHO owns Meritz Financial Group. Meritz collects recurring insurance premiums, which is a good moat, a good base. Plus securities, brokerage commissions, plus asset management profits. I think this is the best model I've seen. I think it's a very good model that CHO has done here, because he has multiple things. First is the recurring insurance premiums, which he can invest in other things. It's like DORREL. It's like, what's that stable coin, the other stable coin? It's like theta. You get in the premiums, you get in the money, you get in the reserves to use as you see fit. You're getting like a bank level money. Let's say 100 million in accounts. 100 million in accounts that you can use freely. Right? Okay, there's risk. There's risk, just like people withdrawing their money all of a sudden, etc. But that normally doesn't happen. But you have the recurring premiums, you have the account. Wow, that's two in one. Then you have the securities brokerage commissions. What does that mean? The securities brokerage commissions. Securities brokerage. He has a brokerage, earns commissions from it, plus asset management profits and fees, which is like fund fees and dividends. So how many income streams have we got here? Because we have got three overarching things: insurance, brokerage, asset management. Inside of insurance, we've got the capital to deploy, right? Then we've got premiums, which is monthly, recurring, nice. Then we've got, on the securities brokerage side, we've got commissions. We're not gonna count the others. Then we've got asset management side, we've got dividends, we've got fees, 2 and 20. Wow, it's a good model. Good for JHUNJHUWALA. Just that I didn't specify like correctly and properly here, but this is a good model. Very good model. Very good. Number 89, we have Luis Carlos Sarmiento of Grupo Aval. Grupo Aval controls major banks in Colombia and Central America, and he took the holdco public. So banks make money from interest spread. I think I've said that. Borrow 3%, lend at 8%, keep the 5% difference. That's the money. Fees, that's another type of way to make money. Investment services, another type of way to make money. So 3 ways. So he has major banks, right? He owns major banks in one group. That's why it's called Grupo Aval, because it's a group. So this is very, very powerful, because if he were to liquidate this company, this Grupo Aval, it would be worth way, way more than a single bank. And a single bank can be very profitable. What about most of the bank, like major banks consolidated? That is a lot of money. That is a lot of money. And when I think of consolidations, I think of Dan Penner. I think the guy in telecoms. What's his name? I keep on forgetting the man's name. But I think of Dan Penner and that guy in telecoms. He's very rich. I think he's one of the top 100 billionaires. That guy. And I think of Dan Penner also. Consolidations are very powerful. Like, they are very, very powerful. They increase value of a company. Holdcos are very, very profitable to liquidate, to sell, and to increase value. Next, and to diversify risk as well. Next, we have Chris Larsen, and I'm kind of seeing the groups I'm going to put these billionaires in. I'm seeing it. So, main source of income is Ripple and Ripple Labs. Owns a lot of XRP, which is Ripple. Tokens is a token, just like Tron. Gets money when he sells tokens. So he created the tokens for himself, created XRP, obviously owns a lot of it. Gets money when he sells the token. So it works off supply and demand. Who wants the tokens, right? Now Ripple Labs is the part where he drives the demand for XRP. Company profits grow from the token sales and enterprise software. So the enterprise software that Ripple Labs sells to financial institutions grow the demand for XRP, because I think they're doing exchanges in the token. So that is Chris Larsen. So if we can take one lesson from each here, classic 2 and 20 year, raise capital, charge 2% and 20, right? That's it. Here, buy early, hold for decades. Here, have 3 modes: insurance, brokerage, asset management. Collect fees and commissions. Recurring income. Excellent. Very excellent. Number 89, we have Luis Carlos Sarmiento, consolidate a business. Consolidate a stable business. Consolidate stable businesses. Here, own a token, drive the demand, then sell it. Sounds like a Ponzi scheme, but it is what it is. It's making money, right? At enterprise, selling enterprise software is what makes it not become a Ponzi scheme. The way I think about it. Maybe I'm wrong. I think I'm wrong. But yeah, that is how I'm viewing it. Okay, cool. That's the end of the video.